right now. Good morning, YouTube, and good morning, TikTok. You are watching Daily Live with LWL Lindsay with love on November 7th, 2024, Thursday morning. VIP Aaron, you are in the chat. I listened to the Mel Robbins podcast. We're talking about it today, my friend. We are talking about it today. Rebecca's in the house. Hey, Rebecca loves turtles. Welcome to the chat. I'm about to teach you guys how the neuroscientist taught me on the Mel Robbins podcast how to manifest. We are going to do it together. You might need a pen and a piece of paper. That would be helpful. If you're watching on a computer or a tablet, you could use your phone notes. But he says writing is very important. So not typing on your phone, writing. We're going to talk about it. Lisa, welcome to the chat. Thank you all that are here and liking the live. It helps push the live out to 1 billion people. Yes, 1 billion. All right, let's get going. First, there's a couple things I want to chat about before we get into this interesting conversation. I'm basically going to be summarizing the Mel Robbins podcast conversation with Dr. James Doty, who is a neuroscientist who says that he's proven manifesting. Okay. Well, let's talk about it then. Oh, good. Can't wait to listen. It's on my queue for my drive. Okay. Well, do you mind if I just summarize it for you? And you guys, I wrote down a ton of notes because I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. However, I don't even think I'll read all of them because a lot of it you already know. You already know, and we're going to start with the song. Because the song, as the segue into this conversation, may tell you a lot about my thoughts on... I can't believe I'm doing this live on TikTok. This is wild. Oh, no, please do. Okay, good. Okay, VIP Aaron. This is my thoughts on the conversation. By the way, I'm channeling my inner emo high school girl, okay? I listened to it, and he put all the big brain words in, and some people need the big brain words to believe it, but I don't. That's my song. He uses a lot of big brain words to prove manifestation is real. But you know what? It's like astrology. Some people have a lot of earth in their chart. And if you have a lot of earth in your chart, you want to know the exact plan on how to bring things to life. But if you're someone like me with a lot of water in your chart, you're like, I believe I can do that. And I don't need to know all the science. I really don't give a hoot about the science. Why? Because I believe it. I don't need the proof, right? The proof is me manifesting. You guys, I was cracking myself up. I was getting my steps and I got like 6,000 steps this morning. And I was like, oh gosh, here we go. Your girl is on one. All right, let's go. Cynthia, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. Good morning, Dreamo. Welcome to the chat. VIP Earth says, I'm curious if anything's new or what we know. Yep, backing. Exactly. Proof is in the pudding, but we're going to talk about it anyway. Because why not? I just listened for an hour, so I might as well share what I learned, right? But the biggest thing I learned is that as a neuroscientist, he is somebody who needs the proof. But as somebody who perhaps already has the belief, do you really need the science backing? And that's the biggest conversation always. That is that if that is not religion versus science, I don't know what is, right? I don't know what is. Ashley, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. All right, you guys. So, oh boy, I'm going to try. Let's go quickly through this as best I can. But I do want to talk about a couple of other things. One, this was a synchronicity. The reason I watched this podcast is because last night in the Cosmic Collective, we had a spiritual chat. Ashley, thank you for the heart me. Thanks for joining my team. Last night in the Cosmic Collective, which is Lindsay, the spiritual community I host, we had a conversation about this exact podcast. And then, because they listened to us, when I lied down in bed after the conversation last night with my spiritual community, the first TikTok that I saw was kind of an ad around this podcast conversation with Mel Robbins and Dr. James Doty, a neuroscientist. And I was like, well, that's a two to make it true, so I guess I'll listen. So I listened this morning. Good morning, Shang Tang. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. This is a great page. Ashley, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Nancy, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. VIP, Aaron, thank you for the heart me. All right. He did at one point say that there is no such thing as the law of attraction, and there's no such thing as energy and frequency. And if you're not in the right frequency, you're not doing it right, and blah, 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 blah. At that point, I was like, whoa. But then I was like, you know what? I am a truth seeker. Because I had my healing, I had my awakening, which was the healing part of the journey. And then I fell in love with myself, which is the self-love part of the journey. And now I'm in the truth-seeking stage. And so I said, as a person who remains open-minded, I will continue listening. Now, I didn't make it to the end. I was listening on 1.5, but I was taking a lot of notes. I didn't make it to the end. He does talk about a spiritual experience. I saw in like the thumbnails for the chapters of the conversation, but I did not make it to that part. So, but I kept listening. I'm not going to judge. I know that if there's judgment in my heart, that just means I'm not living a fulfilled life. Okay. So he basically talks about how when he grew up, he was in a troubled home with an alcoholic father and a mother who had a stroke at an early age and was disabled. And thank you for the heart me and joining my team. Nails by JH13. Thank you. He grew up in a troubled home and all these things, right? So he had kind of a rough childhood. A lot of people, that's what happens. They have a really rough start in life and it makes them very strong, right? Our challenges make us stronger. Okay. So he says that he was 12 and he was riding his bike really fast away from home. He felt like he was living in a war zone because his life was very unpredictable at home. And so he was always living in fight, flight, or freeze. Pretty common conversation, right? Everybody, we talk about this all the time now. So he goes to a magic shop and he runs into this lady who meets him where he's at. In other words, she's not talking to him as like a 12-year-old little boy. She's talking to him like person to person, human to human. I love it when you also talk in 1.5 speed. I'm excited. Lucky, we are talking right now about the conversation Mel Robbins had with Dr. Jim Doty, a neuroscientist who has proven manifestation, and he explains how you manifest with your brain. That's what we're talking about. But I'm giving you the backstory, and I did my singing. Thank you, VIP Aaron, for helping me in the comments. So it kind of reminded me his story. If anyone's read The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, his story is kind of like The Alchemist. Troubled home, unsure where he was going, living in fight or flight, rode his bike as far as he could, landed at a strip mall. Strip mall had a magic shop. He was interested in magic, went into the shop. There's a lady there who doesn't own the shop. Her son owns the shop. The son is out running errands. She's kind of this kind of spiritual looking lady, flowy dress, long hair, glasses on the nose, reading a book. Okay, this is very alchemist coded, I guess. And if you resonate with the book, The Alchemist, you realize that's your story too. Everybody has an alchemist story. It's just, are you on your journey or not yet? And if you're on your journey, The Alchemist resonates with you. And if you're not on your journey and you read The Alchemist, you're like, what is the point of this book? Or it sparks something inside of your soul and then it puts you on your journey, right? I just watched Dr. Doty this morning. So did I, Lulabelle. Interesting. Did you miss my song? You did. Rhea, welcome to Ray A. Howard. Rhea, I'm not sure. Welcome to the chat. User 4978. Thank you for the follow. Thank you guys for the follows, you guys. Welcome to the chat. The synchronicities are synchronicitying, Lulabelle. That's what I like to say. So he basically says that when you grow up in a home like that, you can go one of two ways. You can go down the path of your parents. He could have been an alcoholic and da-da-da, or he could become an overachiever. And he chose to become an overachiever. Obviously, he's a neurosurgeon, neuroscientist. That's overachieving, right? Not really, but you get the point. Coming from where he was to what he is now, he's overachieved for most of people in society. Lisa, welcome to the chat. Claire, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow, Lisa. Thank you for sharing the live. Ashley, oh my gosh, so many new people in the chat. Good morning, Jenna. Bethany, thank you for the follow. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is a great conversation. So then he says that, so he goes on to talk about that. Then he starts to talk about, I just want to make sure that I'm saying this in order. So basically, as he says, he go on these paths, and then he's from being, once he achieves success, he says, then I could go on to either not help anybody. I could choose that path of not helping anybody because nobody helped me. I did it by myself. Or because I have so much understanding for people that have fought the good fight and come up, I could help them. And so he said, I chose that. Now, if you've been hanging out with me for some time, does this not really kind of sound like quo channeled by LL Research, the path of service to self, not helping anybody, versus the path of service to others? Ding, 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 ding. You guys, like, I was just cracking up listening to it. I'm like, okay, yep, we know that. Okay, we know that. Okay, we know that. Okay, we know that. But I'm going to keep going anyway. Autistically Spiritual, welcome to the chat. Ashley, well, Ashley, Smashly, Boom, Bashley, I like that. Welcome to the chat, my friends. Jenna, thank you for the heart post. OMG, Mel. So much is happening in the chat. Oh, did I miss somebody? Scotty, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. You guys, by the way, we're talking about manifesting. And I run a manifesting club. I host it with super powerful people inside. So please join if you're interested. It is only $11 a month. We manifest with the new moon and the full moon energy. Our next manifestation session is scheduled for the 14th of November at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live on Zoom. Join the club. join us on Zoom, do a little bit of meditation so we can set our energy nice and calm, just like the neuroscientist tells us to do. And then every single person will send you energy based on your desire. It is a very powerful place to be. People are manifesting like crazy inside of that club. It is only $11 a month, and we meet twice. So if you showed up to both sessions, you're paying basically $5.50 a session. It is a subscription, so once you're in, you're in. Show up for yourself. It's like signing up for the gym, okay? You have to show up for yourself. And I'll tell you the schedule for the rest of the year because it's sitting right here, perhaps, maybe not. I've always got my papers with me. So we're manifesting together on the 14th. The full moon is on the 15th. We're manifesting again December 2nd, which is a Monday at 8 p.m. as well, Eastern Standard Time. And then we're manifesting December 13th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So each month it's going to be at 10 a.m., 8 p.m., 10 a.m., 8 p.m. Eastern Time in hopes that your schedule works with those times. And if it doesn't, I trust if you really want it, you'll find a way to make it happen for yourself and your life. Lindsay, you popped up on my FIP and I was like, I know her. Of course I had to follow. Wait, Ashley. What? Oh my gosh. Well, I literally just can barely see your profile picture. Ashley Cox? Ashley Cox. Stop. I mean, I know your last name is not that anymore, but oh my gosh, that is amazing. Oh boy. Generally kind, I think is how you say your name. Thank you for the chat. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. Oh my gosh, my friend from literally my high school. This is so amazing. I'm going to keep talking, but it is so nice to see you. I hope you're well. Oh my gosh, my heart. I'm literally coming home for Thanksgiving and probably going to spend time with Laura English. I know. Wild. Okay. So he talks about basically when you chase things because you want them versus chasing things because they fulfill you. These are two very different things. And we don't want to chase things because we want them. In other words, he wanted to be rich. He wanted the Porsche. He wanted the mansion. He wanted the Rolex. Why? Because he wanted to be seen. Now, this is pretty deep and this is something I've never heard before, which I thought was powerful. Most people want these things because they feel like it will give them some sort of fulfillment. The things will give them the fulfillment they're searching for. I think he took it even deeper, which was he desired to be seen. He didn't have that growing up. So he took his childhood baggage and he was like, how am I going to make this work for my adult life? All right, let's keep going. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my gosh. Let's do it, please. That would be so amazing. And try to get Katie involved too, Katie Bumba, which I know that's not her last name either. Katie B. That's awesome. Oh, you're just talking about how you're going to sing like you were in high school. Yeah, my high school emo singing, I did. That is so wild, you guys. Oh my God, I love this. I love it. Okay, so he says that most people believe, which by the way, we've talked about this 1.5 billion times. Most people believe these things will make them feel fulfilled. But what have I been teaching you guys? If you've been here from the beginning or if you've been here since maybe last month, we are composed of our mental health, our emotional health, our spiritual health, and our physical health, which is why if, say, you are a come-up celebrity that just gets thrown into Hollywood and you haven't had a chance to build your spiritual foundation, and all of a sudden you have all the money of the world and you're totally seen on a world stage and all of these things, and you have 10 cars and you can go into any single designer store and they just give you things for free because they want you to be a billboard for them. All of a sudden, these people are addicts. Why? Because they don't have the spiritual component. They're not fulfilled. So he says you've got to go to the path of service to others so you can experience the fulfillment. And then when you give from your heart, you get all the things, but what you actually get is the fulfillment you're desiring. And then if, for whatever reason, all the things were to go away, you would still be happy. Because the things do not define you. You just simply have the things because you like them. Because you like them and you can. Why can you? Because you've been giving and giving and giving. And when you give and give and give from a place of love, the universe returns. So VIP Aaron, I'm going to stop there. Hey, party people. Hey, VIP Mallory is in the house. Let me get caught up. Thank you for the follow. Who we evolve with Emmy. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to chat. Stormy Galaxy 333. Ooh, I love that. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Oh my gosh. I still can't believe my high school friend is in the chat. This is so amazing. Maybe it's because I said the word high school. I don't know. VIP Mallory, thank you for the heart me. Welcome. Jenna, thank you so much for the heart puffs. All right. VIP Aaron. I have summarized more of the conversation than I expected in literally 20 minutes. I am on 2.2 times speed at this point. I'm going to slow down. What do you guys think so far? Is it everything you already know? Is it everything you already know? Or are you somebody, which is not good or bad, you guys, neither one is right or wrong, or are you somebody who needs the brain words. You want to know what he said. I'm going to tell you next what he said. And I'm going to use the big words. And then I'm going to put him into like, we're going to use the big words and then we're going to create like layman's terms around it. Yes. So worth listening to or no? I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. Love your robe. Thank you. It is from Missoni. I'm going to be literally sponsored by Missoni at some point, or at least have like a good discount code, because everybody and their sister and their brother and whoever is in my page asking me about my robe. And I'm just tagging Missoni at this point. Hey, Missoni, here's your girl out here every day repping. You're a small kind of person. Can you explain what he means, no law of attraction? Yeah, I'll explain it. We're going to keep going, Stormy Galaxy. By the way, you guys, preface by saying I did not finish watching. I ran out of time. So we might have to finish the conversation tomorrow if we feel like we need more after this conversation today. And you guys, if you're new here, make sure to hit the follow button. I go live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're talking all things spirituality, energy, healing, perspective shifting, manifesting, creating your best reality, because that is what you came here to do. All right. All right, let's keep going. VIP Aaron says, I don't need any evidence, but I do like to hear different perspectives or approaches. Yeah, same. Mer Hippie, oh, that is so cute. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Jojo, thank you for the follow. Are they made in the US? They're made in Italy. It's an Italian brand made in Italy. Very, very nice. Wash is nice. I mean, like, I'll tell you all about it. I'll tell you all about my robe real quick. I got a size medium. I could have gotten a size small, but now that I think about it, I do like it. It's kind of a drop shoulder size medium, and it hits about my mid calf. And I like it because it kind of cozy. You know, you can cozy up. I do roll up my sleeves when I'm doing things and I want my wrists to be free, I guess. I don't know. It has a hood, which is very cozy, which I never really wear. But I guess if it was colder, I would. And it has pockets on both sides. And the pockets fit my Kindle, which is great. Because who doesn't want to walk around the house with their Kindle in their pocket, right? Am I right? All right. Harmonious T, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Did you go to the Mastoni store this summer? I didn't. You know what? I didn't. We were all around New York City, and I just didn't go. I didn't want to leave my doggy in the hotel room by herself, and we just didn't go. But next time I go to New York, I will. Why not? Evolve with Emmy. I think I already saw that. Thank you for the follow. I couldn't remember who did it. Yeah, I didn't. Okay, so he says, basically, when you chase things, it's the result of your own inner security. Now, remember, you guys, if you've followed me for quite some time, you know I used to have a business before this. It was in the gardening industry. I'm not talking the gardening in the ground industry. I'm talking the other type of gardening industry, making accessories. Not anything more than making accessories. Why? Because I saw that the industry was becoming more legal in most of the country. I saw that there were no really cute, chic accessories. I'm talking Swarovski crystal accessories. I'm talking like very nonchalant, very discreet, but very classy looking things. And I wanted to make a lot of money. I'll say it. I'm not afraid of it. I want to make money. Everybody does. Let's be real. I wanted to make a lot of money. And I was chasing things. I was chasing the money. I had no connection to this idea other than I liked fashion and I thought it would be cool. So it was really hard for me to collect my abundance in that business. Why? Because I was not doing it for others. I was doing it for myself. And when you chase things for yourself, you're basically chasing your own insecurities down and you're actually never going to find fulfillment. Then all of a sudden I got in a car accident where I almost died. We all know this. Met an angel in real life. That was kind of cool. My clairaudience turned on. And now, ever since then, I literally stopped that whole business. I basically just like shut it down. I shut it down. I tried to donate as much as I could of like all the stuff that I had to people I knew that like either were using the materials or whatever. And I threw it away. I literally threw it all away. I just threw it away. Like into the trash, into the dumpster. I sure did. I don't. I think I literally threw it all away. It was just accessories, by the way, but I threw it all. If I can find any, I'll send them to you. Because it was legit. It was like really cute. So he says, you've basically got to give from your heart. Let me find out my notes. I'm trying to scroll, but I keep scrolling like crazy. So let's talk science, okay? He says that when you actually choose these things and you're chasing your own inner securities, it activates your sympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system is the brain system. It pushes us into fight, flight, or freeze, and it actually has a negative effect on our brain functioning, can lead to diseases and shorten life expectancy. We all know this. This is very obvious. Everybody talks about being in survival mode. You have to get yourself out of survival mode. It's really unhealthy. Cortisol is pumping through the body, blah, 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 blah. This is common knowledge at this point for the most part, right? Common knowledge. He says we can physically shift ourselves out of that mode into the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the heart. This is how we're meant to live, is from the heart. He says, back in the day, we were just talking about this last night, VIP Aaron, and those that are inside of the Cosmic Collective. He says, back in the day, we would go into the sympathetic nervous system when danger came about. We were living as a tribe, right? Back in the day, we lived as tribes. We needed that group to keep us all safe. We needed enough people to keep us safe, right? So something would approach the tribe. We would all go into fight or flight. And then once the danger went away, we would go back to living in the heart, living for caring for each other. He says this is how we're meant to live as a species, but because of the society and the matrix that we're living in, the programming and all the blah, 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 and the capitalism and the money is your value, that type of stuff, he says we're all mostly living in the sympathetic nervous system, which is still in fight or flight. And that's why a lot of people have a hard time manifesting. He says it has nothing to do with the law of attraction. We're always manifesting. It's just that most people are not living in the right mode. So fear mode, the brain, fight, flight, or freeze. Sympathetic is called fear mode. Parasympathetic, from the heart mode. Okay, so let's call it that because it's simpler to say and easier to understand from a just like recognizing perspective. So he says you just have to get out of fear mode, put yourself in heart mode. He says we're wired to care for other people. And this I thought was quite interesting. He said, what would be the reward for humans to have children? Okay, hear me out. This was quite interesting. He says, by the way, you guys, I'm paraphrasing all of this. So if you want to go listen, it's the Mel Robbins podcast with Dr. James Doty talking about manifesting from a scientific perspective. He says we're wired to care for others. Why would humans with such a small litter size? He's basically saying humans have a small litter size. They have 1 to 3 kids, most humans. It's small compared to most mammals on the earth. And she says, what would be the point of doing that and having to care for these baby humans for almost 2 decades? When most mammals have a litter and then after like however many months, they're off into the jungle. He says it doesn't make sense. What is the return for this process? He says the return and the reward is the release of the feel-good chemicals because the mother and the father get to care for the kids. And by caring for the kids, they're really living in heart mode, which is a mode that we're meant to live in as humans on this earth. So I thought that was quite interesting. I'd never heard that before. So, okay. Well, let me get caught up in the comments. Quana, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Why did you have to move away from your business? I moved away from it because I was not aligned with it and it was not serving me and there was no point. And this is what I was meant to do from a soul perspective. So I let it go. I'm not afraid. Wow, chakras. I know. Fawning was my previous response. Interesting. Yeah. Hello, chakras. All right. So he says, yeah, we have us living in, there's no such thing as law of attraction. Okay. So he says, so now let's get into it, you guys. Let's get into how to manifest. Because that's basically kind of like the beginning conversation. Basically, everybody's living in fear mode. You've got to live in heart mode. You've got to turn yourself into heart mode. And then I'm going to share with you his exact formula for manifesting. We're going to do it together. I'm going to get my piece of paper. If you're in a place where you can get a piece of paper and a pen right now, go run and do it. Because in like 2 seconds, well, maybe in 2 minutes, we're going to manifest together. Oh, I was so excited at the beginning of this conversation. Holy cow. You have 4 kids, so my heart mode must be working overtime. Actually, yes. Lauren, I'm so happy I found your page. Well, I'm so happy you're back. Lauren, you're back. Yeah, I saw you the other day. Welcome back. Yeah, you guys, energetic alignment is the key. We talk about this. So he's basically proving from the brain part of it all. And we're going to get even more into what he says about like working with the brain to manifest. But once again, like I don't need the science. I'm good on the science. I trust that I create my reality. I've been doing it since I was a little kid. So I don't need the proof, but I guess it's nice. VIP Mallory says to Ashley, definitely, Mama. I cannot believe you're still here. That's so amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is interesting. He says that every second of our lives, every second, close your eyes if you can. And if you're in a space, you can hear the words. And when they hit you, you're going to be like, holy cow, this is crazy. Every second of our lives, 6 to 10 million bits of information is coming to us from our sensory organs. This information is who we are and what creates our reality. But on a conscious level, we can only deal with 50 to 100 total, 50 to 100 bits of information, because the other 99.9% goes to maintaining our bodily functions. So in other words, we can only really control 50 to 100 bits of information that comes to us out of the 6 to 10 million bits per second that is thrown at us. Holy cow, you guys. Look at us just flopping around like humans on the earth. 5 to 10, 50 to 100, that's it. 50 to 100 we can control out of 6 to 10 million. Geez Louise. Geez Louise. Okay. So he says, so in order to control those 50 to 100, that's how you manifest. You have to control that information that we can control. And how do we do that? 6 to 10 million per second. Yes. Wild. Overload. Exactly. Vivian says, yes, I love this stuff. Ah! All right. Well, I love you guys. And this is why I share it all with you. All right, let's keep going. You guys are going to laugh at this because we've already talked about it before on this show. If you know, you know. He says, so we have to control this 50 to 100 bits we can control. And to do that, we have to create a habit consistently and embed it. We have to create a habit consistently that taps into our sensory organs to embed the intention into our subconscious. Now, this is a lot of words. It's a lot of words. Create a habit consistently. So we already learned that habits aren't real, but whatever. We'll go with his science. Create a habit consistently and tap it into our sensory organs to embed the intention in our subconscious. What the heck does that mean? Hello, NLP? NLP, anybody? Did we not talk about NLP affirmations like a couple months ago? I vividly see myself with 20 million followers, and I can hear the praise of my partner being like, holy cow, baby, that is so amazing. And I can hear the feedback of my audience saying, thank you for sharing this information with me. Thank you for helping me. And I can feel the excitement rising in my body, and I can feel how proud I am because I'm living out my soul mission and my soul purpose. NLP. So this guy, it's beautiful because it's confirmation, right? It's beautiful because it's confirmation. And what I think is also very important to understand is some people need the science. So we're not living in competition. This is not spiritual Lindsay versus scientist Jim Doty, Dr. Jim Doty. This is me recognizing that people need it in different ways. People need to hear different words, different phrases. That's why I'm always trying to come up with ways to say the same thing differently. So at some point, it will just... something will spark inside you, say, oh, now I see. I'm awake now. Or now I've had this epiphany, whatever. Cher, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. VIP Deborah says, okay, VIP Miller says, big floppy babies doing our best. VIP Deborah, in electronic, there's 8 bits to a byte in measurements. Oh, interesting. Oh boy, my brain is biting and biting at this point. VIP Mallory says 8/28/24. I have notes from a notes app. What is imagination? Visualization. You guys, I can't even talk. Why can't I say the word? Visualization. Thank you. The ability to dream big. Go on, my friend. Okay, let's keep going. So basically, what he's saying is this: what you need to do is create a phrase around your manifestation, your intention. It's an intention, right? We're intending to take our thoughts and turn it into a thing. That's an intention. We're going to take this idea and we're going to tap into our sensory organs. What are our senses? 5 senses. Anybody? See, hear, taste, touch, and smell. So let's tap into as many of these senses, but not only are we going to tap into the senses from the intention point, I'm taking this a step further with this guy, by the way. I'm adding the Lindsay version. Everyone always has a thing that says Taylor's version. I'm not a Tay Swiftie. I have no idea what that means, but we're going to do this, Lindsay's version, okay? Yes, that is so true. Imagination is the basis for a vibrant spiritual life. Amen to that. I love that. So he says we need to tap into our sensory organs. And as we do this consistently, we will embed this intention into our subconscious. And then he basically says, and I'm going to try my best to remember how he said it because I didn't write this part down, but he basically says that once you do this enough times, it's like putting a file in a filing cabinet. And then all of a sudden there's this part of your brain, which I didn't write out all the parts of the brain because I was like, okay, at this point I was kind of getting over it a little bit. Plus I was getting time to come live. So he says you put it in the filing cabinet and then all of a sudden you're starting to get activated and it's like the bloodhound is released and the bloodhound is sniffing into the universe, which he says does not really exist, but into the universe, and it's sniffing and sniffing and sniffing. And then all of a sudden the bloodhound inside of you, the brain part inside of you, is starting to see the opportunities and starts pulling it out to your reality of sorts. That's what he basically says. So do you guys have a piece of paper and a pen? Because we're going to do it right now together. So I'm going to give you like 2 seconds. I'm going to get myself situated. I'm going to get my journal out because you know this is where the magic happens. All right. Get your journal out. We're going to do this step by step together, just as though he taught me. Just as though he taught me and the people that listen to the podcast. And I'm going to teach you. You're ready. Okay, let's do it. You know, I said I hated this pen, but I've been writing with it lately. So we're going to... Okay, intuitively, this is the one I grabbed. My heart wants the purple one, but intuitively, I grabbed this, so let's go with it. I do like how it's like kind of like strict. This pen feels strict, like concrete. Like, dang it, this is going to happen. Okay, so he says, step 1 is write it down. Write down your intention in the physical form. He says, physically, you're tapping into your senses. Touch, right? Physical touch. Okay, so, but let's not write anything down. Don't go crazy yet. When you write it down, write it down in NLP form. I vividly see myself, Mine is going to be, I vividly see my 10 million followers. I'm going to tell you what mine says. So what is yours? What are you manifesting? Now, by the way, I'm not manifesting for my ego. I'm not manifesting for clout. This is not a path of service to self. Remember, we're manifesting for fulfillment, right? Fulfillment. What do you need? He always says you have to manifest what you need, not what you want. So I'm manifesting out of a space of standing in my soul mission and empowering others. So the reason I want 10 million followers is because that's a huge network. And that means at least one of those people saw at least one of my posts, and perhaps it helps them become more aware of themselves, which is part of my soul mission. Okay. So let's not get willy-nilly frivolous over here. We're not going the wrong way. Let's go. What do you actually need and what do you desire? 20 mil. Oh, okay. 20 mil. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you, Maple Pit. Dang, I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, wait. Sorry. I forgot one very important thing before we do this. I'm like, there's a reason I said 10. And in fact, I should probably go a little bit lower. And you're going to say, no, don't do that. And by the way, we've had this conversation before. Spiritual people will say, manifesting anything is easy. Manifesting $1 is as easy as manifesting $1 million. Yes, it is. But if you've never even had that one extra dollar, it's going to be dang hard. So I will share with you, which I was like, whoa. I even wrote it in my notes in capital letters, reasonable manifestation. He says, as you do this, as you do this process we're about to do. He says, you're making it important in your brain. And when you make it important in your brain, it activates your attention. So you focus your attention on the intention. Okay. But he says, start small. Start small. He says, don't go to like, I'm going to lose 100 pounds and that's my intention. Go to, I'm going to stop drinking soda every day. That's my intention. Or I'm going to go to the gym twice a week. That's my intention. I'm going to walk 5,000 steps every day. Right. So thank you, small Maple Kitty, for the call out. But I'm actually going to go lower than that because I'm at 18.5 as of this morning when I woke up. Thank you all very much for being here. But I'm going to go to maybe what, 50, I think would be reasonable. 50,000. Reasonable, right? So let's not go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. If we're at 0, we're not Drake. We're not going to 0 to 100 real quick. Maybe, but if you have a hard time believing in your BS, it's going to be really hard. So let's start reasonable. I decided this idea of reasonable manifesting the other day. By the way, guys, if you've been part of my reasonable manifesting experiment, which was I was asking for 50 new followers a day. I was asking for 60 new followers a day. I started asking for 100. I did my average the other day. I missed 2 days, but I did my average and it came out to, I think, like 72 followers a day. Not bad, huh? Not bad. Reasonable manifestation. I'm so glad I'm not the only picky bent person. If it's too big, our unconscious mind won't accept it, right? Yeah, basically. A reasonable manifestation. Exactly. Thank you for the lightning bolts, VIP Mallory. Senior living service, 3 monthly placements in San Diego. I have 3 nationwide placements and 1 real estate sales per month. Okay, your phone died. What did you miss? That's the kind of friend we all need. VIP Deborah says, I see healing people and teaching them how to do it for themselves. If you want to become a VIP, click the button up here and click subscribe to support my channel for $4.99 a month. Maple Kitty, welcome to the chat. Sorry. Thank you for the heart me. Okay, so let's go. The 0 to 100 had me. Lala, welcome to the chat. Oh my gosh, by the way, you guys, if you miss any of this or you want to hang out with me Monday through Friday and you can't hang out with me at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day, I do stream live on YouTube. It's happening right now as I talk to you on TikTok as well. And you can always go to my YouTube at I am Lindsay with Love, simply because Lindsay with Love is taken. I am Lindsay with Love on YouTube, and you can catch my replays. Senior living service, thank you for the rose. I vividly see our home edition security for our family. That's beautiful. That one is perfect, Lala. Jenna, thank you for the heart puffs. VIP Aaron said, VIP Deborah says to VIP Aaron, your red light threw me on that. If I see a lot, I freeze up. Wait, what? Did I miss something? Let's keep going. Beck says, my husband will find a job in our area that will allow us to live comfortably. Love that. I feel so called out by the reasonable manifestation. I don't believe my own BS, and this blocks myself. Yeah, exactly. So Maple Kitty, thank you for calling me out, but I'm going to do it right back to you. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. It's for everybody that's listening. Reasonably manifest, you guys. We don't have, like, there's no rush in your life. You're in divine order. You're in divine order. It's not up to you how much comes how quickly. Just stay consistent. That's what he says. You need to create a habit consistently and tap into your sensory organs to embed the intention into your subconscious. That's the scientific mumbo jumbo. That's what he said. So we're going to do it consistently, but we're not going to go like all out. We're going to go like, okay, 50 today, 100 tomorrow, 500 the next day. So I'm going to go 50,000. So let's get back to the writing. I vividly see 50,000 followers on my TikTok. And I can feel how proud, so now I'm typing into my feelings, how proud and excited I am as I share this with my partner. And I can hear him tell me how amazing it is and how proud of me he is. And how, because he always says this, and how I will be, he'll always like double it and tell me like at a time, and how I'll be at 100,000 in no time, exclamation point. Okay. So in my intention, I'm vividly seeing myself, I'm feeling, and I'm hearing. I don't know if I can incorporate smell or touch, but I'm good there, right? I'm good there. Congratulations on your 50 followers on TikTok. Thank you, Liz. I appreciate that. And then someday I'll be sitting there and be like, I remember when I did this TikTok live. I remember this. And then all of a sudden, here I am. Lindsay, what if I don't know how? You don't need to know how, Maple Kitty. It's not your job to know how. It is not your job. Let it go. You received your fast money reading. Thank you. It was very insightful. Erica, thank you. Thank you for the compliment. And I'm glad you received it. And I'm going to screenshot this as a review. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you being here. I love this idea. Okay, so are we good? Are we good, you guys? Chloe, thank you for the high November. I totally missed that, but thank you so much. I was writing. Thank you for the follow. VIP Mallory says, I vividly see me using my voice to confidently and proudly in order to empower myself first before empowering others. I like that one. Okay, can we tap in a little bit more? I vividly see myself standing confidently, and I can hear myself speaking out powerful words to myself, and I can feel the energy shift inside of my body, and I can see my environment change around me as I stand in my empowerment, right? Something along those lines. Let's get more into the feels, okay? Get into the feels. Senior Living Services, I vividly see 10,000 followers on my TikTok. For what? What would be the reason for that? Are you doing it because you want 10,000 followers from an ego space? I'm just asking. By the way, I'm not calling you out. I'm just asking. Or is it because if you had 10,000 followers on your TikTok, perhaps you would be able to serve more people or whatever, right? I want 20 million followers. I want more than 20 million followers. Why? Because that means my knowledge is being shared far and wide, and I'm helping empower people. I'm helping people perspective shift into their empowerment so they can actually manifest their best reality. Okay, so keep going. You don't need to know how. Let's not worry about how. You want to know what the how is? The scientist said. He said the how is we're training our brain. We're embedding the intention into our subconscious. So that's all you need to do. Let's keep going. Visibly see, hear, smell, taste, touch, feel. I can feel. I love the way we're doing it in classic activities. Yeah. Well, somebody called me a teacher yesterday. Said, well, I might as well. Pretty soon I'm going to have a damn whiteboard. All right, class. And I'm going to have a ruler too. Listen up. Just kidding. Just kidding. Lives of Cats, 9 lives of cats. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. All right. Congratulations. Okay, I saw that. We're going to keep going, you guys. Step 2. Jen 04201. Holy cow, you guys, the amount of followers I've gained just from this live is amazing. Thank you for all being here. And if you're new here, this is what we do Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're interested in actually manifesting with a very powerful group of people, outside of writing things down, we meet together live on Zoom twice a month for only $11 a month. It's a very powerful place to be. People are manifesting job interviews. They're manifesting debt relief. They're manifesting speaking engagements. They're manifesting better partnerships. They're manifesting, oh my gosh, confidence, empowerment. You guys help me. What else? Money, sales, business sales, real estate transactions. You guys, everything. What do you want? You have to decide. User 819, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Maple Kitty, go bigger than that. I vividly see the money in my bank account. For what? But that's the thing is you don't want money. You want the safety and security. So rather than saying I see the money in my bank account, why don't you say something like I vividly see myself. What is financial security and safety mean for you? I vividly see myself in a home that has power and lights and electricity and warmth all winter long, and I can go to the grocery store and I take my family out to restaurants and I can see us shopping at the mall and whatever, right? You don't want the money, you guys. You don't want the money. You want what the money's giving you, right? Let's not get it twisted. Lala, I vividly see my husband and looking at the finished product addiction, finished grateful heart. Yeah, I love that. Okay, perfect. I didn't read any of that in order, but I got it. Yes, so beautiful. I can feel it. Thank you so much. Times a million. You're welcome. Baxton Product. Liz, thank you for the follow. Kristen, thank you for the follow. Jennifer Hall, thank you for the follow. Holy cow. Yes, VIP Aaron says. Beck says, I can vividly see my husband in a position that will allow us to live comfortably and see his happiness. Yes. Go further in. What does it sound like? Let's not just see. What is it? Because visualization can be a little bit tricky. What does it sound like? Are you and your husband giggling at a nice restaurant because the money is flowing in and you don't have to think about cooking dinner every single night and you're done eating spaghetti? What does it sound like? What does it feel like in the body? I get heart flutters every time I see my husband. When I look at my husband, my hearts go in my eye, woo, woo, right? I always tell my partner when I look at, sometimes I go like this, I have heart eyes. And I do that silly little cartoon thing, right? I see him, I'm proud of him, I'm grateful for him. Like, what are you feeling in your body? You guys, come on, tap in. Tap, 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 tap in. Something like that. What was that noise? All right, keep going. Let's keep going. No sleeping in class. Wakey, wakey. Mary, welcome to the chat. Liz, I think I already said welcome. Thank you for being here. I can feel how relieved you are to be able to live in our area. Okay, I like that. Happiness, keep going. What you say? Oh, that you only meant well. Well, of course you did. What you say? I love that song. Okay, follow. Thank you for the follow. Sorry. No, I'm not sorry. That was good. VIP Deborah says 100. VIP Mallory says, I have tears seeing everyone speak out where they see themselves. They want to be, go on, friends. Tears of what, Mallory? Tears of joy. Tears of pride. Tears of gratitude, right? The tears are tearsing because you're so elated. Beck's in progress. I can hear the joy in his voice when he is the position that allows us to be here. Okay, we're getting better. We're getting closer. Money brings comfort. Yes, it does. But that exactly. So we're not manifesting money. We're manifesting that is whatever it's bringing us, right? Security and living a full life. VIP Deborah says, yep. Jesse Allen, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the corn, VIP Mallory. Sunshine, you're on fire. I know. Oh my gosh, you guys. I told you yesterday I moved into a new frequency. I wasn't playing. So if you've been hanging out with me, welcome because you're joining me. And if you just found me today, we'll keep coming back because you'll be moving into a frequency very soon too. 9 Lives of Cat says, I feel the freedom to live with my kids in a way that gives us adventure, security, and peace. Let's go harder in the paint. 9 Lives of Cat. Thank you for the finger heart, Kristen. Thanks for lighting up my gift gallery. Thank you for the heart me joining my team. 9 Lives of Cat. We got to go deeper. We got to say, I vividly see me and my kids playing and going on adventures and running in the park and roaming free. And I can hear their laughter. And I feel so warm inside and so proud to be able to give my children a safe place to spend their time. And it brings me to tears of joy, because I never thought, no, take that part out. It brings me tears of joy because I just feel so good inside. It feels so good to be happy. It feels so good to be vibrant and safe and alive. How about that? Because now we're tapping in. All right, you guys, we got to get to part number 2. We got to get part number 2. VIP. Well, Sunshine, the chat box won't allow for longer typing. Okay, dang it, I'm out of time. I have to go hands-free for a bit longer. Loving this workshop today. VIP Aaron, okay, let me tell you the last bits so that way, and I'll keep going with the rest of us. Number 2, you read it silently to yourself. Number 3, you read it out loud to yourself with emotion. And number 4, you visualize it. He did this. When he said, and then you visualize it, he prayer hands to his heart. You guys, prayer hands, right, to the heart. And he visualized it. He sat back in his chair and he relaxed and he visualized the words that he was writing out. And then he said, you do this over and over and over again. And when you do this over and over, this process, writing it down every single day, reading it silently, reading it out loud, visualizing. He said that once you do that, the brain gets activated. You make it important for your brain and then you create it in your reality. And that is the neuroscience of manifesting. With a little bit of Lindsay with love splashed in. All right, dang it, I'm okay. Softness, yes, joy, happiness, proudness. All right, Kristen, thank you for the finger heart. Adriana, welcome to the chat. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Time at school. I love you so much. I love this so much. You're welcome. Who is he? Jen, it was a conversation between Mel Robbins and Dr. James Doty, who is a neurosurgeon or neuroscientist. Now I'm questioning myself. I want to say he was a neuroscientist. YouTube. I'm going to search. My computer's right here for all of you that are new here, and I'm going to search it. Neurosurgeon. There they are. Okay, neurosurgeon. Oh my gosh, you guys! I've got my castor oil pack on. If you know, you know. I am a habit stacker, and I'm sweating, sweating. I'll be going back to YouTube, rewatching this a few times. Yeah, you might have to slow it down. I talked so fast today. I'm hyped back up. I really, it's because I used to talk fast in my throat up here, and it was really quite annoying, and it kind of sounded annoying. When I listen back to my old videos, it's really quite annoying. And then I trained my brain and my body to speak from my heart. But now I can speak to my heart from my heart very quickly. So now I have to remind myself, slow it down. You're welcome, Jen. You're welcome. Thank you. It's so crazy how this unfolded. I know. The synchronicities. Jacqueline, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. I love this so much. Thank you. You're welcome so much. Let's keep going. Drive and shower safe, Mallory says to VIP Aaron. If you know, you know. You guys, I host a spiritual community called the Cosmic Collective. If you're interested and you want spiritual lessons from a monthly perspective from me, if you're interested in spiritually chatting live over Zoom with me, not just typing into the TikTok screen, twice a month that happens. And if you're interested in group energy healing with me, then please join the Cosmic Collective. If it's only $33 a month. Sorry, my phone just I need to plug my phone in. If you're not interested in joining me for $33 a month, then join the Manifesting Club for only $11 a month. If you have the money for it. If you don't have the money for it, do not put yourself into fight or flight mode. If you do not have the money for it, do not put yourself in a fight or flight mode. Get your money right, get your integrity with your money right, and then join at a later time, okay? Because if you're in fight or flight mode trying to manifest money, it's going to be very hard. We have to be calm. He says that in the podcast. We already know that. You have to get your chakras in alignment with a calm mind. All right, so he goes on to say, basically, you need to reprogram any negative self-talk you have in your brain. How do you do that? He says, everybody has negative self-talk. Even if people say they don't, they do. I do. Sometimes weird things creep into my brain. And I'm like, who the heck said that? And no, thank you. But you just say, I'm aware. I know that some weird thing just came into my brain about how maybe I'm not good enough or smart enough or whatever enough. And then you say, you know what? I don't think I believe that. And you say, I'll just let that be what it is and I'll let it go. But what happens is most people have some negative self-talk and then it perpetuates and starts to ruminate. And they take this negative self-talk and they make it their identity. Oh my gosh, you guys, let's not do that. That's wild. Like, that's wild. You are not your feelings. You are not your feelings. You can be sad one day, but that doesn't mean you're a sad girl. You're just sad one day. You don't have to take your feelings as your facts, okay? Cool, calm, collected. Go on. Go on. VIP Aaron, have a great, great day. VIP, Deborah says to VIP Aaron, yes, right after we were talking about this, we were so powerful. You guys, it came up as a 2 to make it true, so I said, we got to talk about it. I'm going to tell you one more thing about this negative self-talk, which is he was saying you have to kind of start to create your positive affirmations. Let's take it a step further, because I'm kind of tired of like the I am worthy. Like, let's go for it. Let's make the affirmations about us, not general blanket statements. So let's do that next. It reminds me of the song, you guys. Do you know the song? I'm a millennial, by the way, if you haven't noticed, or if you didn't know. Do you know the song by New Radicals? I can't remember what the name of it is. I think it's You Only Get What You Get. What is it called? Don't Give Up, maybe. I don't know. It says, don't give up. You've got a reason to live. Can't forget. You only get what you give. Don't forget. He straight up says in the song, don't forget, you only get what you give. This is the key to manifesting. You have got to give. I'm over here giving my soul to you every day. Why do you think my life is so brilliant? And it's not because I'm trying to trick the system or anything. I'm doing it from my heart. I don't think anybody could show up every single day having conversations like this if they weren't truly passionate about it, right? Eventually you'd fall off. Eventually you'd be like, I don't want to do this anymore. Right? But it's in my soul. It's who I am. So what are you doing? What are you giving? Because you only get what you give. But remember that we have to give to ourselves and fill our cup up. That's very important. So let's not give on a low battery, because if we're giving low battery energy out, we're getting low battery energy back. So let's fill the cup up and then let's overflow out. Really powerful. Amanda Magnetic Marketing says, yeah, I've learned that the hard way. Circumstances don't matter. Only state of being matters. Amen to that, my friend. Woo, woo. Millennials in the house. Yes, Lola says, Christy Duvall Coaching. Get What You Give is the title. Oh, okay, good. Perfect. Kristen says, I love all these messages. I need to start my manifestation journal. Yes, you should. I actually have a manifestation journal that I sell on my website, you guys. This is my gratitude weekly affirmation healing journal. And it takes you through healing. Well, it takes you through learning your chakras a little bit anyway. And then it takes you through week by week, not day by day, because who has time for all that? Week by week, drinking enough water, saying your affirmations, practicing your gratitude. When you practice your gratitude the way that I teach people, which is every single day, what are you grateful for? And what were you grateful for yesterday? What were your blessings from the day before? You're programming yourself into a positive thought loop. Negative thought loop is, my life sucks. Everything's going against me. Wah, 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 victimhood. Positive thought loop is, look it, the sun came out for me today. I woke up and I'm breathing. Like, if you can't think of anything, you're alive, right? And then what happened yesterday that was really good? Well, yesterday I got a new order. Yesterday I had a really powerful spiritual chat with my community. Yesterday I got to post some really powerful things on TikTok. You guys, did you guys see my last TikTok? Not the astrology for today, but the one before that. I had this download last night. It came to me very quickly, and it was like, you are rich AF. And I was like, ooh, tell me more. Tell me more. And basically what it said was, you're rich AF. You are physically rich because you're healthy. You're emotionally rich because your mind is calm. You're emotionally rich because you're fulfilled. You're mentally rich because you have a calm mind, and you're spiritually rich because you're awake. And I was like, oh yeah, that is for real. I'm insanely rich is my new mantra. So many good happenings, write me out. That's cute. I used to have a friend that used to say, write me out. Wish I could keep a journal, but prying eyes, Marsha, womp womp. You can put it on your phone perhaps. I don't know. Put it on, delete it. I need to start my manifesting journal. Let me grab my manifestation journal. I'm just going to take this heating pad off my castor oil pack because I'm sweating at this point. This is a journal I created. Oh, I have clothes underneath this robe, but TikTok will probably say that was inappropriate. I created this manifestation journal tracker. There's 111 pages, as always, because of why not? And there's a quick introduction on how to use it. And I can basically show you a blank page, which is, what am I currently manifesting? Mood of the day. What will it feel like once I have it? Thoughts, feelings, and actions required to manifest it. Remember, your thoughts, your feelings, your thoughts your speech, your emotions, and your actions need to be in alignment. That's important. 3 things you can do to put yourself in a high vibration to bring it to you faster and easier. Intuition and synchronicities and messages from source that it's on its way to me. Yesterday, you guys know if you were here, I've been manifesting a bigger community. You want to know what I saw the other day on a random article that I just clicked on the internet because I had an idea to search something new for whatever reason? It said, networks take time, but once they get going, they're unstoppable. That was all the synchronicities I needed to see. Okay, thank you, God, Source, Universe, Creator. Limiting beliefs to release to allow it in. And then lastly, when it finally comes to me, what are some things I did? What worked? So I can repeat the process. If you are interested in this manifestation tracker or this journal, you can go to my website, lindsaywithlove.com. I don't know, I think they're like $14 and $11 or something. I think I make like $5 off of them off Amazon because, you know, Amazon takes like half. It's not about the money. It's about getting you in a better space. If you can't afford the $33 to the Cosmic Collective, then join the Manifesting Club for $11. If you can't join that for every single month, $11, then buy the book for just a one-time $11. I'm trying to make it very affordable so people can get into their empowerment and live their best lives. It's not, for me, it's not about like becoming wildly abundant. I know I'll become wildly abundant by doing this because I'm following my passion. So I'm not worried about the abundance part. I'm not worried about that. It's on lindsaywithlove.com on the products page when you scroll down to the bottom. Or maybe it's on my sorry, let me look to see. I'll go on my website. I created my website, but sometimes I forget where I put things. It's on my products page. So once you go on my website, just go to the products page on the first hamburger, the first tab, and you can scroll to the middle and it says journal yourself to new frequencies, and they're both there if you're interested. Write it in code. Oh, that's interesting, Catherine. Write it in code like I do. All right, journal code. I love that. Thank you for the rose, Phoenix Sohara. Hey, my phone. Yes, thank you. Yeah, your phone, right? Okay, so remember the next rules of this guy, of Dr. Jim Doty. He says you must then write it out. We went a step further and we put our NLP into it because why not? We're smart. We should just add up all the things we know that are right to do. We're going to write it down using our senses. I vividly see, I smell, I can feel, I can hear. Maybe if you are touching something, maybe you're creating a business that has products, and I got to feel every single one of the products, and I can package the boxes, whatever it is. Double D's, thank you for the roses. Thank you for lighting up my gift gallery. I appreciate you for being a title gifter. Read it silently in your brain. Maybe put your hands on your heart, you guys, when you're like really tap in, read it out loud. Remember, I taught you guys a while ago when I was training myself to speak from my heart. Put your hand when you're speaking out loud and put your hand where you're speaking from. Do you see how my voice changes? I'm speaking from my throat. Now I'm speaking from right here. 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 Where is it vibrating in the body? You can find out really quickly where you're speaking from. Speak from your heart. And Mabel Kitty, NLP is called neuro-linguistic programming. It's tapping into your senses to create, basically. So from there, read it out, read it silently, read it out loud, and then visualize it. And then repeat. Create the habit. Even though we kind of learned that habit. Create the good habit. How about that? So let's talk a little bit further. I'm going to do the astrology for the day. It's already 10 o'clock. I thought I was going to talk today for like hours, but you know, I talked so quickly today. Sorry for those of you that your brains don't process at 5,000 overtime like mine. You can always go back and watch on YouTube and slow it down in the settings. You can click to go like 0.75 speed. Or if you're wild and crazy, you could put it to 2 point. I'm sure that would be crazy. There's a couple of other things that we need to talk about before we go. Shay's in the chat. Welcome, welcome, my friend. He says, basically, if you are in default mode, which is this negative self-talk, how will you know and how do you change your story? Well, it's interesting because we were talking about changing stories last night inside the Cosmic Collective in the spiritual chat. Did anybody join the Manifesting Club yet? I always like to say hello to my new what's up, Shay? How are you, my friend? We just had an amazing chat. If you join the Manifesting Club, I want to say welcome. If you join the Cosmic Collective, I want to say welcome. Let's go see on my stripe really quickly. Let's see. Not yet, but that's okay. I trust that the people that are meant to join are going to join. So he goes on to say that, no, sorry. We were talking in the Cosmic Collective last night during our spiritual chat live on Zoom. We were talking about changing the story. We were talking specifically, thank you for the live on air double D. Somebody else sent me a live on air and I feel like it was VIP Aaron and I feel like I missed it at the very beginning. So thank you for that. And for all of you that have sent me gifts and for all of you that have tapped the screen and shared with your friends and followed me this morning, thank you for it all. I'm super grateful, super appreciative. Okay, so what is the story that you're telling yourself that it's such an old story that you don't even realize you're telling it to yourself, and by telling it to yourself you're perpetuating your reality. I'm going to share with you not the exact example, but I'm going to share an example. It's around, say, a medical issue. Say you have a certain medical thing and it's always been that way, so you're just like, yeah, that's what I have, and you just keep saying the story. Well, remember, you guys, that we don't have to copy and paste our reality. We can recreate it. But if you're saying the same words every day over and over again, you're taking yesterday's words and then you're copying and pasting them into today, and you're creating today the same as yesterday. So you have to take it out of the brain. You have to take the words out of your mouth. You have to take the thought away. You have to delete it. So you have to rewrite the story. I had really terrible things. I had a really toxic relationship at a really young age. The story could have gone real south real fast. But I had to change the story, and I had to say, I'm grateful for that relationship because it taught me everything I do not want in a partner. Everything I do not want. Well, there was one thing I really enjoyed, which is that he liked to give me gifts, and I really like a nice gift. I'm not going to lie. But everything else, it was kind of, so I said, I'm grateful for that because it taught me all the ways that perhaps I wasn't being respected in a relationship. And now, because I learned those things and I realized that's not what I want, I don't want that. Now I have literally the best relationship I've ever had in my whole life. We're so in love, we're committed, all the things. So what is the story you're feeding yourself? And is it actually serving your highest good? And is it just such an old story you don't even realize you're feeding it? So he says, basically, this is kind of called default mode. This is like the negative self-talk, the negative story. He basically says, look in your external environment and you'll very easily see what story you're manifesting. Now, this takes a lot of accountability because then you say, well, shit, because I don't really like this environment. Well, then you've got to change the story. You've got to change the brain. You are good enough. You are worthy and deserving. It's not for any other reason besides you are a human spiritual being on this planet. There doesn't need to be a reason why. One time somebody said something to me and was like, oh, well, yeah, she deserves that. Like it was something nice I was doing for somebody else. And then the person said, yeah, she deserves that. And I was like, what does that mean? What do you mean she had to deserve something nice? What does that mean? Well, she's been working hard and she could use a break and da, 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 da. And I thought that was the weirdest comment. I was like, it's a present for somebody's birthday. You don't need to deserve it. You can just have it. I thought it was so weird. I was like, whoa, what's an interesting perspective. Let's do part 2. VIP Deborah is releasing her story. Instead of still vocalizing it, VIP Deborah, if it's, especially for some of you guys, if you're listening and it's a medical thing, view yourself as whole. Yourself, my cells, instead of saying I don't have, change it to my cells are vibrating in perfect harmony. I'm healthy and whole. My cells are vibrating in perfect harmony. I'm healthy and whole. So we're not deleting it out. We're not, I don't, we're bringing it in. So there's that. And then I'd like you to create your own mantras. Last night I shared, my last name is Grifka. I shared a story. I always used, the brand LG, like LG appliances, like refrigerators and stuff, LG. So say LG, Lindsay Grifka's life's good. That's my little mantra. I say it all the time. LG, Lindsay Grifka's life's good. LG, Lindsay Grifka, life's good. And probably 45 times a day, I'm like, I'm so brilliant. Like I will be typing something. I'm like, I'm freaking brilliant. I'm brilliant. Maybe it's not the most brilliant thing, but like in that moment, I feel brilliant. I say it. And sometimes, well, a lot of the time I'll do like a little like, yeah, girl, you did that. Go girl. Like I'll do a little dance for myself. If you're not hyping yourself up, what makes you think anyone else is gonna hype yourself up? Be your own hype person. So create your own mantras. So I was thinking about this. If Aaron, you're still in the chat, EV, I was like, EV, Aaron, how you say your last name? And then I was like, everything's vibrant. Like that could be yours. Like, what is yours? Like, what is your mantra? But make it yours. Doesn't have to be with your initials, I've just been saying that since I was like 16. I don't know. It just came in my brain one day and I was like, that's kind of fun. But could you? I played Get It Girl by Saweetie this morning. Love that. Yeah. So could you take your initials, or could you, I feel like initials because it's like makes sense. Like Mallory, you could do something like magnificent, but something magnificent, right? Like, I don't know. What could you guys do? Catherine, CB, something. CB, Catherine's brilliant. Like, make it yours. Like, tap into your energy, your frequency, and then elevate yourself. Easy vibes. I love that. Everything's vibing. Something like that. Easy vibes. Yeah. Especially if you feel like things are challenging right now. Easy vibes. Easy vibes. And you know what I'm saying. Lala says, yep. Shay Shay says, female rappers are great role models for pumping yourself up. Agreed, depending on what they're rapping about. Depends on what they're rapping about. But yes, for the most part, I agree. TS, Tony DW, BC, because I just want feelings of ease and peace. Yeah, exactly. It's perfect for you. What, like, life's good. I'm sure that came to me probably during that toxic relationship time because life was not good. So I had to tell myself, hey, girl, life's good. Like, keep it going, right? And don't forget, we only get what we give. Manifesting Wizard of Marsha. I love that one. Get it, girl. I mean, those reps. Yeah. I'm a star. Lala says, okay, I like that. Yeah, Lala, that was perfect for you. Oh my gosh, I was like, I don't get it, but now I get it. BG, be great. Make it like, yeah, okay, I like that one. LG, Lindsay Griffith, life's good. So it'd be like Bex, your last name, be great. BG, Becca, you're great, or be great. Loving Star, love that. LS, yeah. LS, Lala, last name, Loving Star. I'm not going to shout out all your guys' last names because I feel like that's a private thing. Typically don't even tell people my last name, but whatever. Found your page last night. I just love your vibe. Well, thanks for being here, and I appreciate the compliment. All right, you guys, that is the conversation for today. The last thing I'm going to leave you with is this, because you guys know I always have to be a little bit like, let's say it how it is. And because I went online to learn how to pronounce this word properly, this person's name, so I'm going to say it so I don't forget it in my brain. It's a quote from the book, the Tao Te Ching, which I have not read, but now I'm definitely going to. A quote from the book Tao Te Ching, written by Lao Tzu. That's how they said it. I'm trying to pronounce it properly. It says, a person will get well when he is tired of being sick. VIP Erin, I thought it was a beautiful synchronicity around the conversation we were having last night. They're going to do it when they're tired of failing. They're going to do it when they realize, oh, my livelihood actually depends on me passing this class. Oh, okay. And until then, it's like when people say you have to hit rock bottom. Where else are you going to go besides up? You have to go up, right? Catherine's Sunshine and Rainbows. Aaron MV, DW. That should be my new name online. Well, it could be if you like, Lala. I got an instant too bigger for you when you typed that. DW, you guys, let's help. Oh boy. Let's help like a silent T. Wait, what? Tao, it's kind of the same, but thank you for that. Yes. It's either Tao Te Ching or Tao Te Ching. They say it both ways. But yes, that's true. DW, guys, can you guys, let's help with something wonders, something wonderful. Daily wonderment, daily, like, desiring wonder. Oh, what's a D word? Hey, off topic, but where's your bathrobe from? Missoni. It's from Missoni, and someday I will either receive a heavy discount from Missoni, or I will rep them, or I will be an affiliate some way, somehow, because everybody is in my comments asking me about my bathrobe. Designing wonder. I don't know why W stuck in my brain. TS, I can only come up with totally satisfied. Well, TS, totally satisfied, is pretty powerful if you ask me. Because if you're totally satisfied, you're completely fulfilled. And when you're completely fulfilled, you're living in the highest vibration, which means your manifesting power is turned on. And so everything's coming to you. Perfect. Just put a link at the top for the bathrobe. Yeah, I wish I could. I wish I could like link it. I mean, I could link it to the website, but I'm not wasting my links on that. Hello, I'm promoting myself. I'm promoting myself, you guys. It's Lindsay with love, not Lindsay with Missoni, but yeah, okay. But also a good idea. If I got commission off of it, yeah, of course I would. But in the meantime, I will tell everybody where it's from because I'm not a gatekeeper like that. Okay, let's see what else. I think that's it. That's the last of it. Let's look at the astrology for the day. And then let's get on the energetic wave, you guys. In like probably 10 minutes, we're going to, not even 5 minutes, we'll get on the energetic wave. Definitely winning. Ooh, I love that. Get that commission, girl. Well, I'm going to try because I'm out here. I'm out here repping. And I do every single, like if you've been on my page, this is what I wear. Why? Because I don't want to have to think about what to put on to come on TikTok and share my knowledge. I just don't want to think about it. Someday if I'm like hosting a show or like if I'm like really like in the scene, perhaps I'll like get dressed. But for now, like why? I'm here to share my knowledge. I'm not here to be a fashion influencer, although my closet is popping. Let's just put it that way. When I step out, I step out. Because, you know, I did used to be a fashion buyer after all. Fashion's in my blood. All right, let's go to the horoscope of the day, you guys. Really quickly, let's look at the astrology for today. It's a pretty quiet day in the sky, actually. Oops, no, I don't want that. Okay. Hell yeah, it's the first thing I asked you. I know everybody asks me. I have had like 3 comments today that I had to reply about, but I just tagged them now. I just tagged them. Definitely winning. I love that, Tony. DW, Deborah, is it Deborah? Deborah, is it all Deborah Dodd Wade Wink? Is that your whole name on your TikTok handle? Deborah, so DW, definitely winning. DW, I always say it like this, LG, and then I say my initials, and then I say the phrase. So say LG, Lindsay Grifka, life's good. DW, Deborah Wade, definitely winning. Or Deborah Wink, definitely winning. Something like that. Loving Star, love this. So LS, Lalach, Loving Star. Love it. Marsha Wellchance, MW, Marsha Wellchance. I'm, wait, what was yours? I can't remember. You guys get the point. Okay, let's keep going. Deborah Winkler Dodd is my maiden name. Wade is my first married name. Winkler. Wait, because it cuts off at Wink, but Winkler. Yes, that's right. Do you know of any good manifestation playlists on Spotify? I don't listen to Spotify. I do know a really powerful manifestation club that you could join where we manifest together with the new moon and full moon energy, where people there will not judge you for your dreams and will support you on your dreams and will send you their powerful energy just for you for $11 a month if you'd like to join. Manifesting Wizard, Marsha Wellchance, MW, Marsha Wellchance, Manifesting Wizard. Yeah, I don't listen to Spotify, you guys. I don't really listen to a lot of it. It's interesting because as I become more tapped in, I'm creating all the time. I don't really have a lot of time to listen to other things. Like I listen to lo-fi music when I'm typing my astrology reports. We support unconditionally with no judgment. That is so true. And I love that. Thank you for sharing that, VIP Deborah. You know what? You have to get into a group of people who's not going to judge you for your dreams, because you have to be cool enough to say, this is a dream I'm dreaming. So if you can say that, and you don't have people laughing at you, because that's what really happens is you share your dream with somebody and then they laugh at you. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, and then you hide under hide your light under the bushel. No, preschool says, I'm going to let it shine. So that's what we're doing. So join us. All right, you guys, let's talk about the weather of the day. Holy cow. What a beautiful conversation, you guys. Thanks for all the engagement. Thanks for woo-weighing it up with me. If you don't know what woo-wei is, it's Taoist tradition around collaboration with others versus battling the world alone. Because we're not alone in this, you guys. We're all connected. So starting off the day, the moon, you guys, we're all in our fields today, by the way. I hope you guys got to listen to the astrology before now, but if not, I'll start it right now. So starting at around, it's all about the moon. It's all about the moon. Starting at around, and I didn't even talk about the moon moving into Aquarius. Oh my gosh, Lindsay Marie. I didn't talk about the moon moving into Aquarius, but that's okay. At around 9:15 this morning, Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for the rose, VIP Mallory. I appreciate you being me, a title gifter, you being a title gifter. At around 9:15 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, until about 12:45 Eastern Standard Time. So right now, until the next couple of hours, we have the moon in trine with Uranus. Moon, the energy of your emotional body. Powerful, right? Your emotions are powerful. Trining, harmonious aspect, nice and loving with Uranus. Uranus, the energy of authenticity, originality, innovation, and invention. This is you being true to you. And this is you being authentic. And as you stand in your authenticity, you actually help the collective raise their vibration because you're following your heart, right? Uranus wants to be focusing on humanitarian efforts. Uranus wants the collective and society to advance in a positive way. So we're in our fields in a good way, and we're looking at in our lives where perhaps we can dismantle something, where we can let it go. We just talked about what your crappy old story is, what you can let go so you can innovate. Not let go to just like change. I'm talking what you can release, push down there, let it go, not push down, let it fully go, float away, so that you can step into a higher version of you up here. That's what you're feeling until around 12:45 Eastern Standard Time. Now, at around, this is very powerful, that at around 12:30, so a little bit of overlap in the times, at 12:30, the moon also sextiles Neptune. OMG, Mel, this is really powerful, you guys. This happens until around 3:45 in the afternoon. The moon sextile Neptune, another nice harmonious aspect. What is this happening? When it's a sextile, when it's a trine, it's very obvious. When it's a sextile, it's like it needs to be a little bit activated. We need to be a little bit more aware. But Neptune is the energy of our big desires, our big wishes, our faith, our spirituality, wishes fulfilled, imagination on 100. On 100. So not only did you just think about what you're releasing, now you're tapped into your spirituality, you're tapped into your faith, and you're tapped into your emotion, into your imagination to go and do that thing. Get rid of that release and step into the newer version of you. Okay, then it gets better. Then at around the same time, so at around 4:30 or so, starting at around 4:30 Eastern Standard Time until around 8 o'clock, a little after 8 o'clock, 8:20 or so in the evening, we have the moon conjunct Pluto. What is this energy? This is when it's a conjunction, the energies merge. So now your emotions are merging in with the energy of Pluto. Power, going deep into your psyche to transform. I'm always going to bring everything back to manifesting your best reality and empowering you into the highest vibration you can stand in. So we started off the day with Uranus. We're letting go of something so we can innovate ourselves. And then we tap in from an emotional perspective to our biggest dreams and wishes, to our faith and trusting it's coming to us. And then we tap into the energy of Pluto, which allows us to emotionally transform. Do you see how beautiful this is? It's a really beautiful day. And then towards the end of the day, right into the nighttime, starting at around, this is kind of cracks me up because it's just like such beautiful, like, it's so poetic. At around like, let's see, 7 o'clock in the evening or so, through the end of the night, about, the moon opposes Mars. So now we're all hyped up. We're ready to go. And then the moon comes into opposition, a little bit of friction with Mars, which is your get up and go energy. But it's in the nighttime. So you might be feeling a little restless because now you've just done all the things emotionally and you're like, okay, now I'm ready to go. And it's like, well, actually, it's going to be annoying. But you're going to go to sleep with these big ideas in your mind. And the opposition with Mars, when you wake up tomorrow morning, will be gone. But you might feel a little bit restless. You might want to get up and get moving with these ideas, but it's like you've already just had a full day and the energy's not quite there for it. Now, I totally missed, which my bad, in my video today, but let's see, at around, where's the moon? At around 7 o'clock, 7:15 or so. Okay, so around 7 o'clock this evening, Eastern Standard Time, the moon transitions out of Capricorn into Aquarius, which is really beautiful because Aquarius, ruled by Uranus, is all about transforming ourselves, innovation. It's about the friends, the groups, the organizations we belong to. It's about our authenticity and our originality and our unique perspective on the world. And it's about us tapping into our humanitarian efforts and helping the collective in some way. I feel like I really outdid myself today on this show, you guys. Your girl needs some water. Holy cow. All right, that's it. That's the show for today. Oh, we have to get on the energetic wave. I lied. One more thing and then we're done, you guys. For real though, because your girl's like, whoa, and I have like things to do still today. This isn't my whole day. Holy cow. Let's begin. If you have never been here for the energetic wave, you're in for a nice treat. It's quite simple. I'm going to guide you through a quick little resetting of your energy. And then we're going to do some I am affirmations to create our best reality. We're going to do a little bit of manifesting together, and that will be that. This girl is on fire. All right. Closing the eyes. Let's reset our energy, breathing in through the nose, belly nice and full. Letting it out of the mouth. Breathing in through the nose. Letting it go. Thank you to every single person that showed up for me today, had conversations with me in the chat, who's brave enough to say hello, especially if you're new, who decided to follow me, give me some gifts, support this channel in any way. I appreciate all of you, every single one of you. Make sure to come back Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we talk all things like this. It's not always going to be exactly this, but it's something similar every single time. And my soul mission here on this planet is to raise the frequency. And I do that by helping you understand how powerful you are using your own natural energy, recognizing that your energy is very specific to you and nobody else has your energy. But once you realize your energy and how to use it, you will manifest your best reality. And that is what I'm here to teach you how to do. Breathing in one more time and letting go of all this conversation. One more time, you guys, I'm going to let you think about this manifesting that you're doing. Maybe you're thinking about the sentence you wrote out with me earlier today, meaning 20 minutes ago. Remember, we're going to write out the sentence and we're going to tap into what we see, hear, feel, sense, touch, all those things. We're going to read the sentence in our minds silently, and then we're going to read it out loud. And then we are going to sit back with our hands in prayer over our heart chakra, and we are going to visualize it. And we are going to do this consistently every single day, at least once a day. Maybe we do it morning, noon, and night. Maybe once breakfast, lunch, and dinner, whatever it is. And soon you will have developed the habit into your brain. You've embedded it into your subconscious, and you will go into action. And it will begin to create your reality. That is from neurosurgeon Dr. Jim Doty, how he says it works in our brain, if you need that tangible confirmation. So thinking about this manifestation, remember, we're reasonably manifesting, so that way we don't trick ourselves and know that we're lying to ourselves, which makes it very hard to manifest. We want to be real with ourselves. And repeat out loud if you can, after me, silently if you must. Say it from your heart and from your gut with conviction. I am strong and I can do this. Smiling big, showing me your teethers. You're happy, you're manifesting your best reality. And if you're new here, my little doggie has a permanent underbite and she's always smiling, showing everybody her teethers. It's the cutest thing ever. I freaking did it. Why? Because I knew I could do it. I'm vividly seeing this 50,000 followers, you guys. I am strong and I can do this. Smiling big, showing me your teethers. You're happy, you're smiling because you're manifesting your best reality. You should be happy for that. Be happy. I freaking did it. Why? Because I knew I could do it. Now let's take this thought, this feeling, this seeing, this hearing, bringing it and pulling it up on the inhale, up the chakra system, up the back of the spine. On the inhale, giving it out of the crown chakra to God, source, universe, creator, to feel, see, touch, hear, experience with us. And on the exhale, bringing it down the chakra system, down the back of the spine, to the root chakra, cementing it in a clockwise fashion. If you feel your energy moving in the body, your trunk may move in a circular fashion. Breathing in and pulling this manifestation up the chakra system. Giving it to God, source, universe, creator, to feel, see, sense, experience. Remember, we are co-creating. We are co-creating. And on the exhale, bringing it down the chakra system, where we are cementing it in to our physical reality. Take a second and really just say it silently in your mind. I am strong and I can do this. Smiling big, showing me your teethers. I freaking did it. Why? Because I knew I could do it. You're on the energetic wave, my friends. I hope that you enjoyed this show. First and foremost, I had so much fun sharing this information with you. Remember that the energetic wave is always available to you. You should stay in a high vibrational state all day. And if you fall off your wave, you're on a surfboard and it's attached to your ankle, so you can just get back on the wave. You can say, I met this wild girl on the internet today with red hair and her Masoni robe, and she was telling me how to manifest with my brain. And tap back into this information and just ride the wave, you guys. Have an amazing day. Dreama, have a nice day as well. Thank you, Shay Shay. I enjoyed you being here as well. Claudia, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. I've outdone myself today. That's kind of how I feel now. I'm like, well, oh crap. Leah, thank you for the follow. Thanks for being here. You guys, I really enjoyed spending time with you today. Please come back tomorrow for Friday. Tomorrow's already Friday. You know what is very true? In flow state, time does not exist. That is how people know time does not exist, because in flow state, it's not real. Literally, I could tell you that yesterday felt like, I don't know, it just seems like I woke up on Monday. It seemed like I woke up on Monday and looked at my partner and said, I wish we had one more day to snuggle. And now tomorrow is Friday. Holy cow. Have a great day, VIP Aaron. Thank you, Bax. Thanks for being here. Have a great day, VIP Deborah. You guys are so amazing. For all my new followers, thank you. 20,000 likes. What a beautiful day. I'm looking for new people that are interested in manifesting with us. Please join the Manifesting Club. You have until the 12th to make a decision. Doors do close on the 12th. We manifest together on the 14th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The full moon is on the 15th. Every time we manifest with the full moon, we get our scissors out and we cut some cords that are not energetically happy and working for us. And every time we manifest with a new moon, it's just extra powerful because the new moons are meant for manifesting. Okay, so if you're interested in that, it is $11 a month. It's a subscription. So once you're in, unless you email me to cancel, just as an FYI, and show up when you can. And if you want to go even deeper into your spiritual routine with me or your spiritual journey with me, join the Cosmic Collective, which is my spiritual community and full of really powerful, beautiful people inside. You're going to make new friends and you're going to find so much support. It's a very special place to be. There are spiritual lessons inside. There is 2 monthly spiritual chats, and there's group energy healing as well. Fun place to be. And if you don't want to do any of that, that's cool too. I write astrology reports. The cheapest one is called the Fast Money Report, where I'm looking at your birth chart and exactly how you make money in this lifetime. It's only $44. I look at your soul's purpose, $77, and I do a full-on birth chart analysis for $279. If you need payment options, I do offer Klarna, Afterpay, and all those other ones. You guys, that's all I've got to say today. I feel like I said a lot. Have a great day. Thank you guys so much. Oh, that is so sweet, Maple Kitty. If you want, I'm going to go. But I really appreciate you trying to get me to 30K. Maybe tomorrow's the day. I had a great time with all of you. I really did. And every time I log on to TikTok, I have an even better time. I love you all. I love you too. And it's just going to get better as I continue to grow and as I continue to advance in my spirituality. So thanks for being here. Thank you for being a part of Lindsay with Love. It wouldn't be anything without you guys. So I'm super grateful for all of you. Have a great day, you guys. See you tomorrow. Goodbye, my YouTube family.